All right, guys, we're going to be going over the vaccine stocks. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We make daily videos on stocks and options. So Moderna absolutely killing it in the market, up 11%, almost 12%, and up 1.76 in the after hours. If you take a look at the past week, it's up 35%, and it's mainly because of last Friday, the coronavirus fears of the new variant Omicron. So last Friday, the market had a pretty sharp sell-off, and the stocks that really did well were the vaccine stocks. And with the CDC recommending people over 18 to get the booster, we can see a lot more money flowing into these companies. The Moderna, the Pfizer, as well as Johnson and Johnson, the three main ones that are out right now. So as the end of the year kind of comes to a close, a lot of companies are requiring their employees to be vaccinated or they get fired, which is kind of ridiculous, but yeah, that's what's happening. So a lot of companies have until the end of the year to get all their employees vaccinated, or they have to, fire them, get them out the door, and throw them into the river for not getting a shot. So whether you agree with that or not, doesn't matter. But we're here to make money, and yeah, the three stocks: Moderna, Pfizer, as well as Johnson & Johnson, have been doing pretty well. As we can see, huge spike up from Pfizer. Not as huge. This is generally a little bit of a safer stock, you would say. Not as volatile as Moderna, but it is doing pretty well. It is a pretty stable company. It is a dividend-paying stock, so that's pretty good as well. If you just want to buy and hold shares, pretty good company. They've been here for quite some time, 1849. And almost 3% dividend is pretty nice as well. Just buying and holding shares, you can get some quarterly dividends. Really nice. And then Johnson & Johnson is probably the one that I would buy out of all these. It has a pretty similar dividend to Pfizer. It's a lot bigger in market cap. It's a very recognizable company, a lot bigger, and they also make a lot of products besides vaccines. So they're very diversified, and as you can see, this is a value stock. It doesn't really move that much. Just buy and hold in your portfolio, collect quarterly dividends, and you should see some pretty nice gains over the long term. So if you don't really want to stomach some volatility, this is probably the least volatile, and it's the safest one. Pretty large market cap, $420 billion. So it's pretty huge, and does pay a good dividend. That's also an added bonus compared to, say, Moderna. But if you want to do high risk, high reward, Moderna is definitely your pick, but it is pretty volatile. Take a look at this. November 3rd, beginning of November, was around 340, completely tanked to lower 200s before rebounding back to upper 300s. So it's kind of insane, kind of volatile. So you gotta be careful with this one. Yeah, this is going to be for people who are looking for a little bit more risk in their portfolios. But overall, I think that once the whole pandemic's over, the stock is going to sell off. Not many people are going to be interested in these vaccine stocks, but we don't really know when the pandemic is going to be over, just because of all the variants that keep mutating from the virus. So a lot of people are still pretty fearful from that. We take a look at the fear index, which is the VXX. Yeah, people are pretty scared over the weekend, but Monday was pretty good. Fear came down, and overall, let's take a look at, yeah, so Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, they're really trying to push out their booster shots. Whether you agree with that or not, that's pretty much what's happening. So that's going to give a pretty good big boost for these companies, and we should see the stock price kind of increase if they do mandate boosters. I don't really agree with that, but if you think that's going to happen, then you should buy into these stocks now, before that happens. So that's about it for this video. That's my take on the three vaccine stocks. Comment down below what your thoughts are, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. It'll help us out a lot. Thanks for watching.